Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang and Fluff.
EE.
EE in the commentary booth this evening. This is the Prospect eRacing League Tier 1 Round 4 from Japan, Suzuka. Oh, Fluff, this is going to be amazing.
Oh, it is going to be amazing. I mean, I love being here with you every week, my man. These boys do not disappoint. This is Tier 1. Like you said, this is Round 4 at the Prospect eRacing League. This is Suzuka. It's a tasty track. It's a very testing track as well. There's a lot of swooping corners, a lot of fast corners to watch out for as well.
There definitely is a lot of fast corners and sweeping corners as well. This track is going to catch a lot of drivers out. It's a classic track on the calendar. Many championships have been decided here. Many accidents as well. So these drivers do have their work cut out for them this evening, especially through the Degnas. Spoon is one that comes to mind, and then the treacherous 130R. Fluff, you don't want to be going side by side through that flat out left-hander near the end of the track.
Oh, you definitely don't. You definitely don't. And the last couple of turns here, I like that. Like they go from fast to like dead, near enough a dead stop within a heartbeat. I've jumped on board with our eager beaver, Anthony, who's out on the mediums on his outlap. He's going to be the one to set the benchmark here tonight.
Anton on the mediums, navigating through the track at the moment. They'll take us on board anyway for now. Into the second Degner here, keeping his tyres nice and tasty at the moment. Up into the hairpin as well. An opportunistic overtaking manoeuvre, especially on the first lap, Fluff, for some of these drivers.
Oh, for sure. Like there's going to be a little bit of room. They're going to be really tight. We see it week in, week out with these guys. They're tight all across the board. And at the start, those hairpins are where you can get that little advantage to get the odd position jump.
And then Troop Spoony goes down onto this back straight. If you remember back there a couple of years ago there, Hamilton nearly had to avoid some debris coming off the Ferrari's front wing up in front. Even with the halo, it can be very treacherous down there, especially if cars are in trouble.
Oh, for sure. There's not much leeway. There's not much leeway.
No way, Jose, as he comes out onto the track, onto the flying lap now across the line. Famous for Kimi Räikkönen overtaking on the last lap into turn one. Here he goes, flat out through the first one, hard on the anchors for the second bit here. Easy to lose the rear, and then this treacherous left, right, left. He gives that curb on the inside there, a lot of leeway. Easy to hook that front left tyre, and around she goes into the wall, Fluff.
Oh, for sure. The curbs here around Suzuka are very unforgiving. Very unforgiving. If you just catch a little bit of runoff, like you're going to be catching a little bit of grass, and it's going to be all she wrote.
Massive commitment through the apex of Degna 1 there. This is the way she has to be in Tier 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Super precision, super precise. They have to be here, otherwise it's going to be game over in an instant here.
Oh, for sure. These boys are very talented here in Tier 1. Do you know what I mean? They're a different breed altogether.
True Spoon now getting the double apex as well. Very hard to hook that second one up, but it's important for this long run down the back straight now. Over the crisscross, the only figure of 8 track in the calendar there, Fluff, for Formula 1 into 130R. It has been opened up in recent years, but it's still a formidable corner. You do not want to be having an accident there.
Oh, you definitely don't. It's very tight. It's very twisty. You don't want to be getting caught up in any kind of business around there.
Short run to the line, and Anton is in pole on the 129.1. We'll see how that stacks up with the rest of the grid now shortly. Few drivers out there getting a bit out of shape. Larson's invalidated out there as well, so Jackson's across the line on a 129.6. So yeah, the times are starting to come in here, but ultimately drivers are just out there at the moment, Fluff, to get their eye in, more importantly.
Oh yeah, they're just out there, just dipping their toe in the water, testing the temperature, seeing what it's like, gaining a read.
Optic and Basil working fantastically together as teammates. Optic giving them the toe into turn 1. Very nicely done. Basil continues on in his flying lap. He does touch that curb. He didn't get out of shape through the S's there, but he was lucky to get away with that one. Wide through the rest of them. You mess up on the first one, Fluff, by half a wheel. You're going wide by half a car length. Oh.
Optics sent himself off. He sent himself off.
Oh my word, that's a disaster. He's after Benedict through Dunlop, I see on the track map there.
It looked like he was trying to make a slight correction, and it snapped on him, and he lost out.
Not what the Canadian wanted. He's down in 11th, but he will be starting last in this Grand Prix. He needs to gain some points after such a strong start to the year. He needs this consistency.
For sure. And we've seen this guy. He is consistent. But like, this might be one of his favourite tracks. Do you know what I mean? All these drivers here, they have their favourites. Do you know what I mean?
That is true, that is true. They do have their favourites. This has to be one of my favourites just because of the technical difficulty. It is one of the hardest tracks on the calendar for these guys. Not one you want to be racing first off if you're only after starting the game, for instance.
Oh, definitely not. I know I struggle with this track massively.
Just throw it into the hedge and just go do Circuit of the Americas or something.
Yeah, just hope for the best.
That's it. So, who are we looking at now? I'm not quite sure who's out in a lap. Basil's pushing on, but he's run wide through the S's, so...
Oh, it's hard to figure that out.
Nick, no, he's 12 seconds off. Larson's wide at the top of Dunlop here. He's off, he's spinning into the wall, he goes. No, he saves it.
Ooh,
Gotta get out of the way.
That was a lucky save by Larson.
Coming through. Very lucky save indeed. He just monumental understeer there, put him into the gravel, and then you know yourself, once you're in the gravel, that's it. That's all she wrote.
It is. I mean, it's like a slip and slide near enough. I mean, you're not good. Like, you can't really stop the car that much. You can't correct nothing. It's nigh on impossible to stop. But it just proves the talents of this man here. He managed to hold it. He's back in. He's back in the game. He's able to go back out, set another lap.
Too right, that's the aim of the game. I'm on board here with Spidey. Spidey and Big Bambino have decided to grace the track with their presence. They're on an out lap right now on a brand spanking set of softs. Who's going to start the lap first though? Spidey looks as if he's getting held up a bit by Bambino, but is Bambino going to let him by? He's trying to show the nose. Let him know he's here. He's like, come on,
let me by. I'm here.
Going for around the outside here. Bambino lets him go, boys. So there we go. A little bit of... Oh, he's on the grass. Oh, my word. You can only imagine if he took a hard right into Big Bambino. The row afterwards would have been immense in Park Ferme.
It would have been astronomical, mate. It would have been astronomical. But these boys are not hanging around. Spider-Man wants to get out there, lay down his noise, see what level of noise he's bringing to the table tonight. I'm also keeping a cheeky eye on Equator and Big Bambino. I mean, Equator's out. He's the first one out of the bottom runners, which has not set a time yet to enter a flying lap. So let's jump on board with him in his AlphaTauri, see what noise he's bringing.
Too right into the start of the S as he goes. He's still giving that curve a wide berth. It's dodgy. It's 50-50 going through there for me at any point of the race, let alone during qualifying. You do not want to hook that wheel up. Through Dunlop he goes, corrects that understeer, keeps it nice and tidy there. Into Dunlop, into Degna 1 he goes, keeps it in bounds as well. Degna 2. Important to try and hook them up as a double apex. Keep that speed going.
He kept that nice and tight through that section. That's a very tricky section through Degna. But he's... Oh, he got a little loosey-goosey. He held it.
Looking at that beautiful line through Spoon. He's really going to gain that momentum down the back straight here.
Oh, he took that like the way it was meant to be taken. Like some say that corner, those two corners there, you can actually, if you line yourself up right, you can take it as one. And that helps build the momentum for the exit. which is what Equator's just done there.
Anton
Anton
in the pole.
snipes pole for 128.639.
Where's Equator going to jump up into 129.4 into 4th position? A valiant effort there by Equator on his first run.
Not a bad one. Spider-Man puts himself in the P10 for 129.894. Let's jump down to Big Bambino, see what he's bringing to the table.
Spidey getting his eye in for the moment, getting the banker laps. Oh no, it looks as if Big Bambino's backed off.
Oh yeah, he has backed off a little bit. He might have had a little wobble. Who knows? Who
Oh,
knows?
he's lost a bit of front wing there, Fluff, on the front right.
Oh, has he?
He has indeed.
Oh, well, he needs to get in for a quick facelift and get back out there because the clock is winding down.
Naughty, naughty. There's loads of drivers out on the lap at the moment. Anton's out there, Alex is out there, Jackson is out there. They're all on one here.
They're all on one. It's hard to pick who to watch because it's all again, like we see week in, week out, it is close all across the board.
Anton's coming down the back straight now. I think he may be one of the first guys to finish. Carney might be just in front of him, but I'm looking at Anton here. Pole position at the moment, 128. Can he beat it at the moment? Can he beat his previous lap time?
He's on an improving lap right now. See if he can hold it together. Oh, it was improving. He's got into the pits. He's got into the pits. He's got into the pits.
Interesting one there, in fairness. Jackson's about to come up the spin, and then Alex is just behind him as well on a lap.
These are definitely ones to be watching. Jackson's not improving. He seems to be holding back a little bit. Let's see what Alex is bringing to the table. I don't know, Lanners. These guys seem to be holding back a little bit. Oh, but if you jump down the total corner, he is improving. Let's see if he can keep it together through this section of the track. He's got a little bit of the way left to go.
Alex was improving there. I'm just having a look at him cross the line here, and I'll jump down to you now. He has. He's gone pole 128.5, so he did improve on that lap flow. Fantastic stuff from Alex.
I'm speechless. He must have made an absolute effort in sector 3 to claw that back.
He hooked it up nicely. In fairness to him, he gained about an extra 10.5. He was up at 10.5 before he went in there on his own lap time, so he definitely gained time.
Oh, for sure. I've jumped on board with Big Fudge. He's out on a flyer trying to improve as Jackson's just nipped P4 off of him with a 29.040. And Fudge is on an improvement as well.
Nice lines by Fudge in the Haas there, through the Degness and into the hairpin. Now, important to get a good exit there, because you're going to carry all that speed through this left-hander, effectively flat out in a Formula 1 car, but very dodgy side by side, especially in the rain.
Oh, I wouldn't even want to contemplate that in the rain.
It's dodgy, man. Sometimes you find yourself in circumstances that are out of your control, and shortly you are too.
That's the way she goes, man. That's the way she goes.
Yeah, that is the way she goes. So Fudge navigates 130 nicely into the last chicane now. It's quite a fast chicane if you can hook that up nicely. You have to get that front end. Oh no, he's lost it! No. Crashed into the pit lane! I can't believe it, he crashed into the pit lane. His car is stuck on the middle of the track now, but that is it. He's lost his right rear, or sorry, his left rear, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Fudge out of the race. Blocking the track at the moment. Anyone else going to be coming through here? Dodge Central.
Lemons. Oh, that was so unexpected.
Larson at the 7 got held up there. I can't believe he lost the rear, and then he crashed into the pit lane entrance. I cannot believe it. Fudge would be holding his helmet and his head in shame.
Oh, he's going to be furious. He's going to be furious with himself. He looked like he looked like he held that really well, and then it was out of nowhere. He lost it.
I bet you couldn't do that if you tried. Anton's gone for another fast one. Oh, he nearly lost it in the first bit, so he's abandoned that lap.
Ooh.
I just sneakily seen it. I might stream myself actually, just for the crack.
Why not? Share the love. Better
make sure that I am not on.
I jumped on board with Pheasant as he's out trying to improve on his 129.792. He's currently in P10 right now. And he's just sent himself into the pit lane as well. Wow.
Oh, serious?
Wow. Yeah, he's hit the pit lane entrance and he's lost all of his front wing there enough. Wow. It's all going off here tonight at Suzuka, man. It's all going off here.
That pit lane is jumping out and grabbing people out of the last corner.
It's like, come here. I want a piece of you.
Taking chunks.
It's definitely taking names at the minute in quali. Definitely taking names in quali. Hello, welcome on in, chat. EE, what's the story? Yeah, we're all fine and dandy up in here, my man. We're all fine and dandy up in here. Really excited for an epic race here at Suzuka. These boys in Tier 1 are exceptional. They're close every single time we watch them. And do you know what? We can never predict what's going on. Never predict it.
I thought better off of streaming. I am hosting, so. So who are we looking at then, Fluff, for the time being? 2 minutes and 10 seconds left for the
call. With Nick, my man. He's trying to improve on his 129.779. He's currently sat in P9.
He's invalidated.
Oh, and he said it. Oh, no. Oh.
Everyone's trying it now. They know this is their last run. This is the last gasp for these guys. We're going to see a lot more yellow flags. It definitely has to be said here. As Clever comes around, oh no, Nick is right in the way. Just there we go. Nothing you can do.
No. I'm going to watch Perfect Pod.
True that. Perfect Pond making his way through the S's. Watch that car on the inside. We've already seen drivers succumb to that one. Nicely navigated through there.
Well, it's definitely making a few questions for the race. I mean, they're pushing now, and a few mistakes are happening. This is going to be a very, very spicy race, my man.
It is indeed. It looks as if someone else has gone off down in 130. Now the Degnas, but that might be the Ferrari still. So Pond is making his way up to Spoon. Can he make this the double apex left-hander? We always try and do. He's a little bit wide on apex 1. Has to open that steering wheel a little bit, but he's not too bad. Someone's being disqualified. Nick is going to be the one who starts last from the race, I would assume now. So Pond into 130R now, sweeping left-hander. Is that a little drop of rain I might have seen? I am not sure if I'm seeing things. It is rain. It's starting to rain now. Everyone's going to be getting their heart pumping. They need to get that lap in.
Ooh, now this is a spicy element is chucking us right now. That's a good spot by you there, Lemons, mate. I'd missed that one. Perfect Pond puts himself in the P7. This is a valiant effort.
Doesn't need. Basil spun around. He's dropped it. So Clement, Spidey, is Alex on a lap? Alex is on a lap. He's backed off though.
He's backing off.
Anton's about to start one. With the rain coming down, Anton's about to start one.
Oh, let's see. He wants that pole position. Oh, we're just getting news in that it's going to be a wet race as well, Lemons. We're in for a treat tonight, my man.
Oh, fantastic. So we might get that side-by-side in the wet through 130R. God help them all. But as we look at Anton through the S's, he's committed, fully committed. A little bit wide. He's starting to feel that rain on the tyres now. The temperatures mightn't be quite just there. How's he getting on through the timing?
Ooh, let's see. Ooh, he's not improving. But it's only sector 1. Let's see if he can pull it back through the second sector. Oh, we're also getting told it could be a dry race. Who knows? Let's see what the Formula 1 gods give us tonight.
Chat's on the troll this evening. I like your style.
But hey, you know.
It's Anton. Through the top of Spoon now. I think he's just throwing it in now, to be honest. You'd know you were off. Probably not feeling the grip as he once did, not the confidence. And I think that might be it then, Fluff. We might have Alex on pole position here.
Oh, we could do indeed. Anton definitely seems to be holding back. There's no point in pushing it. Quali's over. Everyone else is finished.
That's it. Congratulations to Alex. He is your pole position winner in the qualifying this evening. Anton in second will be joining him on the front row. Carney in third and Jackson in fourth, with Fudge rounding out your top five. That's fantastic, Fluff, for the guys. Fair play to the top guys.
That's fantastic, and it's still very, very close. Very, very close. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Telling you, with this race seemingly unpredictable with weather, tyres and driving, we're really shaping up for one massive Grand Prix here.
Oh, you know this. You know this, my man. These boys never seem to disappoint either. I mean, like some of these fast guys don't tend to favour the wet, but some of them absolutely thrive from the wet weather.
They sure do, man. It's definitely one to separate the men from the boys and the talent, because, you know, it's not so much, alright, your setup does make a difference, but at the same time, it's all about your car control, and you have to get to the end.
Oh, yeah, it's all about the composure as well. You've got to keep a level head. You can't let your emotions get to you while you're racing. And these guys are very passionate about their racing. Like this is tier 1. This is the Prospects eRacing League. Like that, these guys don't mess about. We've got big hitters all across the board here. Hopefully, guys.
Trying to think, Fluff, have I broken the game again?
I don't know. I was about to say, hopefully we're not going to have technical issues. But this game does like to chuck us a few curveballs every now and again, guys.
It does indeed. So, just give me the race director, driver, incidents and pit stops. No kind of continue. That's lame.
Yeah. Word on the street is that the lobby is broken.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Let me just take a photograph. Just like any racing series out there, ladies and gentlemen, we have experienced some technical difficulties. The lights on the gantry have decided not to work. We have a 5 to 10 minute delay here, and we shall get back up and running shortly. We assure you of that.
For sure, for sure. So for now, we're gonna end it until we get the technical difficulties sorted out. We'll be back.